Alright, this is the desktop CNC as requested. I've got it fired up. It's fairly simple. You just boot up the computer. I got it in startup, so the Mach 3 just starts up once it's booted. And you hit the power switch here, and that fires up everything in the machine. So I've got it set on X-axis right now. You'll see it move with the pulse generator. I can pick velocity, which is what you just saw. I can get 10 thousandths per click or 1 thou per click, and that should pretty much take care of any setups I got to do, at least the way I do them. So here's the Y-axis. And I can pick Z-axis. So that'll suit me for setting up. Got emergency stop here, and both of them function. Did you hear the beep? Oops, I gotta reset that. If I go to MDI here in Mach 3, I can pick a speed. Okay, M3S, let's say 2000. Let's bump it up to S3000. So you change speeds. We'll do an M5. So I have spindle control. Right now I don't have the air hooked up because I got a little leak, but I'll hook it up real quick and show you. If I do an M8, right now I have no air coming out the thing, so I hit M8, solenoid opens, I've got a little air coolant, M9, turns it off, as you would expect. So I've got coolant and spindle control. It's a water-cooled spindle, and if you follow the hoses, they go to this little radiator, which is a computer CPU cooler. So it goes in and out, goes to a little pump, which is 12 volts, and there's a little solenoid inside. I'll show you here in a sec. This is the coolant air control. I've got a little air solenoid that's also 12 volts, and a regulator on the back. So disconnect and get that annoying noise out of the way. As for the control box, just an enclosure. As you can see, I found this cool little vent for the exhaust on Marlon P. Jones and Associates website. It's got a filter in it, which is, since for the exhaust I don't need it. But here's the electronics. Stepper motor, 50 volt power supply. This is a computer power supply for 12 volts and 5 volts. I've got those going to a 5 volt and 12 volt power rail back there, just to run to various things, and then the common ground is below it. Got the Hitachi variable frequency drive, which I like a lot, and just a kind of a power bus bar. This is probably not the safest in the world, but I don't expect to be in here much, and I should be the only one in it. There's a little relay board that's 5 volt actuated, so that's just controlled directly from either the parallel port or Gecko drive. So here's the Gecko drive on the inside.